Good day! Here are the stories for the Manila Times for Saturday, December 11, 2021. Vice President Maria Leonor Leni Robredo on Friday played down the pledge of support for Vice Presidential candidate Sara Duterte Carpio made by 9 Metro Manila mayors. Speaking at a press conference in the Vice President's office in Quezon City, Robredo, who is running as an independent bet for president in the 2022 elections, said the mayor's promise to back Duterte Carpio will have no impact on her campaign, which has been transformed into a crusade and a people's movement. Duterte Carpio, the running mate of Ferdinand Bongbong Marcos Jr., had a lunch meeting with the mayors after she and Marcos led a motorcade of supporters in Quezon City last Wednesday. Robredo said in each province she visits, there's a People's Council where she meets and talks with delegates from various sectors. The legal battle over the Supreme Court ruling declaring 2 provisions of the Anti-Terrorism Act as unconstitutional is far from over, Justice Secretary Menardo Guevara said on Friday. He expects appeals to be filed by both plaintiffs and defendants, so nothing is final yet as of this time. Executives of local logistics companies expect to thrive even beyond the COVID-19 pandemic because the public has come to accept their services. Speaking during the virtual forum of the Manila Times on Friday, Airspeed International Corporation founder and chairman Rosemary Rafael said she sees online transactions continuing, especially some people have experienced its convenience. A group of private companies is negotiating with pharmaceutical giant AstraZeneca for another batch of COVID-19 vaccines to be used as booster shots next year. Presidential Advisor for Entrepreneurship Jose Maria Joy Concepcion III said. In a statement on Friday, Concepcion said his non-profit organization Go Negosyo set up the meeting between more than 350 firms and the vaccine maker to streamline initial plans to procure COVID-19 vaccines for 2022. The Department of Health on Friday confirmed that it has located 5 more travelers from South Africa who have been missing after they were not traced using the information that they had provided upon their arrival in the Philippines. All 5 travelers are returning overseas Filipinos. The DOH reported during its media forum that 2 of the ROFs were with the Bureau of Quarantine, 2 were on home quarantine, and 1 completed the 14-day quarantine and was discharged. The health department is still on the lookout for possible entry and spread of the Omicron variant of COVID-19 through inbound travelers. There are still 2 travelers who are yet to be found. Vergere assured that they are coordinating closely with the local government units of Region 4B and Region 10 to help locate them. She, however, clarified that they are not considering publicly releasing the names of these individuals as there are protocols in place in locating them. Malacanang has allowed the Commission on Elections to conduct nationwide mock poll activities on December 29 as part of the preparations for the conduct of the national and local elections in May. Acting Palace spokesman Carlo Alexi Nograles said the Interagency Task Force for the Management of Emerging Infectious Diseases approved the COMELEC's request during its meeting on Thursday. Nograles said the nationwide mock polls will help ensure the safe conduct of the local and national elections next year. Over to business, Sun Life Investment Management and Trust Corporation forecasts Philippine gross domestic product growth to meet the government's 2021-2022 targets, but cautions that risks, such as the COVID-19 Omicron variant and the political noise, could hamper recovery. SLIMTC President and Chief Investment Officer Mike Enriquez gave a 4.5 to 6.2% and 5 to 7% GDP growth outlooks for the country this year and next year in a briefing on Friday. The figures compare to the government's growth targets of 4 to 5% and 7 to 9% for 2021 and 2022 respectively. He said the growth drivers include the continued ramp-up in COVID-19 vaccinations, election spending, corporate earnings, and infrastructure spending. In sports, Philippine Sports Commission Chairman William Butch Ramirez and Philippine Dispute Resolution Center Incorporated President Edmundo Tan formally signed a memorandum of agreement on the establishment of sports arbitration and mediation on Friday at the PhilSports Complex in Pasig City. Ramirez said the newly forged partnership will help the PSC in carrying out its mandate on assisting national sports associations and different private sports amateur sports clubs. Antonio Contreras and Dian Macabenta are today's front page columnists. Contreras talks about partisan journalists, while Macabenta hits at a decadent party system only serving self-interests. Today's editorial calls on the government to take a tougher stand on Myanmar. Read a full version on the paper's opinion section or listen to the Voice of the Times. For more news and information, get a copy of the Manila Times on print, subscribe to its digital edition, or log on to www.manilatimes.net. Follow us on Twitter, Facebook, or Instagram, and keep up with the times. On behalf of the Manila Times, this is Arik John Sequo reporting. Have a safe weekend ahead.